6:02 a.m. What's up? Good morning, everybody. This is Crypto Trader here at Mining Trades. It is the 8th of February already, 2018. I'm going to be getting into just 3 topics in this one live video here. Now, this is a coin call out for Litecoin. And also, Nicehash is repaying us. Check it out. They already gave me back 10% of the amount they owe me, which is cool. And then I'm going to talk about the what you see here is my bitBull performing pretty well. It's just got short right here. I took a loss. Last trade was a loss for about 3%, 3.54%. And the last, what looks like to be, I didn't gauge. These are some down. These yellow ones are I didn't track the profit and loss that far for that area right there. But the last 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 trades, okay. Since who knows how many hours that's been. So let's see. Out of 8 trades, 1 was not profitable, 2 was not profitable, and this third one is this last one is profitable. So out of 8 trades, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades that were profitable. That's about 80%. What is that? That's more than 8. But 8 out of 8, 6 of them were profitable. I'm not that good at math. But anyways, okay, let's get on to what the next thing I want to talk about here, which is Litecoin. Okay. But I got to talk about Bitcoin first because you know why, right? Because it's kind of like the big brother of Litecoin. Yeah, this is the chart I showed last night with the 200-day moving average. Here's the 200-day moving average. We are above it. This is a daily chart. And we have to clear this red candle right here next door to it from yesterday. This is today. So we're going to see if we actually close above this. I'm going to be checking back at around 00 UTC time, which is about 4 o'clock West Coast time, which is Pacific Standard Time. Right now it's 6 a.m. So that's about how many hours away from that? From now, I don't know. Bad at with math. You guys can figure it out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, 10 hours from now. Unbelievable. We got a whole 10 hours. Jesus, I thought it would have been like 6 hours. Anyways, Bitcoin Bulls got 10 hours to keep this thing above. Watch her, okay? All right, now, I'm really pleased to show you guys this right here with Nicehash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what this actually does. I have a Antminer hooked up to here. It's one active Antminer. It's been pulling in about $11.22 a day on average. That's an average right there, which sucks right now because we're just down. But I don't know. They've been paying me back from my last what they owe me, and it's amazing enough. I'm actually getting more money than I thought I was going to be getting. So that's pretty good. So I want to do a withdrawal right here. Now, a lot of people don't know about this. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody make any videos about this. I was going to do an individual video based on this, but anyway, I'll just put it in the description. So I hit withdraw. I can withdraw straight to my Coinbase for free, instant processing time. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like again. As you see, if I refresh this, okay, reload, refresh, whatever. All right, you'll see nothing's in here, right? Nothing's in here. Where's my Litecoin? Okay, I got 14 cent worth of Litecoin on Coinbase. All right, and I'm gonna get some Litecoin. All right, now look, check it out. Real easy. Withdraw. Add to withdrawals. Yes. Now what they do is they make you confirm it by email and 2FA code. So I'm gonna get the email in just a second. There it is. And there it is. Now let me get the 2FA. Because they make you do 2FA for withdrawals, 2FA sometimes for your orders if you choose to, and 2FA for login if you choose to. But they definitely have increased security over at Nicehash from that last hack. Withdrawal. How instant is this? How instant is it? Let's go ahead and reload. Do I have to reload? All right, let's reload. How instantaneous is it? Nicehash received right there. There it is right there, 0.05 Bitcoin. Okay, now we got that. What we're gonna do is either you buy you $50, buy you 150 bucks, because right now, I mean, I guess I'm saying this wrong because I'm actually switching screens around. Excuse me for my inability to communicate properly at times. But let's go to Litecoin, and I already got one Litecoin. I just bought one. The price, as you see, is probably going to go up. Since it's been down. That's what happens. It goes down and goes up and goes down and goes up and goes down, and then guess what? Anybody know? Anybody can tell me what happens next. Can anybody tell me? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. It's going to go up. All right. That's what's going to happen. So if you get you one now, while it's at the very low price of $144, 150 bucks, okay, with nice hash fees, get you one. Go ahead. Take it and put it in your wallet. You can leave it on GDAX if you want to, but they haven't been hacked yet. I'm pretty sure that hackers are salivating at the mouth trying to figure out how to be the first hacker to hack this. Because, you know, in the hacker community, they talk about who hacked what, right? And then nobody snitches on each other. I don't know why they act like that. That's weird. But you shouldn't be hacking nobody's stuff. Stop it. If you're listening and you're a hacker, don't hack nobody's stuff. Be a white hat hacker. Show them how they got hacked and get paid to show them how they can not get hacked. After you hack them, show them how you hack them. All right, please, we need that. And Litecoin is going up definitely. I was going to talk about that, and I am going to talk about that. And I just want you guys to know that that's the coin call out for today. I don't know. Should I rehearse all the news that you're probably going to see on my channel live? Should I do that? Not sure. You guys can leave me some comments and let me know, though. I'm going to be curating this to the needs of some of my viewers and to the subject matter that I try to pretty much cover here, which is basically mining and trading. Now, I know you're like, why you haven't been talking about mining? Well, because I'm trading, getting my money up, and I'm getting ready to buy at least 4 ant miners or 4 dragon miners, but I really want to, I would have gotten my hand handed to me. I would have probably lost money. I would have probably tried to trade. If I think about it that way, I probably would have traded my money for those A3 ant miners, which have the profitability for those A3 ant miners that just came out that mine Siacoin. Those things were basically mining from day one, roughly about $400 a day. Now, a week later, 10 days later, they're mining, like $20 a day. Everybody has their hands on one. So that's what you got to deal with when you got a coin that's not really worth anything and you're trying to mine it. All right. Now, I'm really considering looking into some more mining opportunities. I'm going to be making some videos about that shortly. Okay. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see some of my research and how it goes down, whether that be GPU mining. I'm going to look at really what's next, like next year type stuff. Like, so far, I'm really happy with my cloud mining opportunities that I've been cloud mining with the hash flare. My, my mining contract is pretty good. They pay out. I've been with them for the last 2 years and they've never missed a payment. If they did miss a payment, they never missed the payment because they paid it to you the next day. All right, or after 3 days of just site maintenance, they'll still pay you. Still, they'll be like, site's under maintenance, but we're still, mining. I'm like, I like that. I've been with them for a very long time. I don't trust any other. I don't trust Genesis Mining. I'm sorry, they're too new. I don't trust any new cloud mining firm. I can't do it. I just because I've seen so many go bust, and I can't do newbies. New cloud miners are crazy. If you haven't been in the game, you ain't got no money, all right, to even stay in the game. As soon as the profitability goes down, like right now, it tanks. How you gonna pay for everything? How you gonna pay your bills? You ain't stack no dough. That electricity come in pretty hard. But I mean, nice. I mean, not nice hash, but hash flare is in Europe somewhere. I think everybody wants to move out there because the contracts out there for the electricity is pretty cheap. All right, here's the Bitcoin stuff going on here. How much Bitcoin I got? Oh, okay. I just wanted to see. I check that price sometimes. All right, let's go back into the next topic here, which is Bitcoin and BitBull. My BitBull's been making some awesome trades. We already know we got to get above. I want to get above this candle right here now. Let me see. Right here now. Where's my magnet? Come on now, magnet. Make the magnet work. All right, make the magnet work. Right. Is this the color I want? Push that later. So the reason why I'm pulling this out and making this a support resistance line, pretty fat one, is because I want to clear this red candle yesterday's high, which is eight, based on Coinbase. Okay, watch that too. Based on Coinbase, the last high was 8,650. Should I talk about more Litecoin? Do you guys need to know more about Litecoin as far as all the payment systems that Charlie Lee has man, let's go to Charlie Lee. Let's go to Charlie Lee. I'm throwing you guys all around. That's how the market does. So I mean, can't you tell my personality acts like the market? The market goes up and down, left to right, right to left, diagonal, zigzagging around. That's kind of how I was doing it. My mind works that way. And then I'm starting to lose my emotions for some reason. I don't know. The market just makes you emotionless. Some of the best traders that I've noticed, man, have no fucking emotion. I'm like, damn, is that what happens to you when you trade? I don't know if I want to trade anymore. I'm losing my senses, my sense of uh, support and resistance. No, I'm just playing. I'm losing like my sympathy or something, man. Like, oh wow, somebody says, brother, I need some help on market maker bot on BitMEX. Can we chat on? Oh yeah, that was 21 hours ago. Let me see, who's this guy? Oh yeah, I was already I've been studying market making all night long, and I've discovered the market. If you can make the market on BitMEX, BitMEX turns over around on average about 24, 25 million dollars a day in 24 hours. That's how much trading is taking place on BitMEX. If you are a market maker on BitMEX, you get the commissions, and the commissions are 0.075%. Now, I don't know if you know how much that is, but we can pull this up. Pull up the calculator right here and just say 25 million. 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25 million times 0.075. That's the commission they pay you. Okay, if you were to make the market, meaning you would sit limit orders on the bids and the asks. As the market goes up and down, you just keep the liquidity provided so people can trade in and out, which will cause you to have need some money. But this, let's go into it. Boom, equals. Oh, wrong answer. Try again, mother sucker. All right, let's try again. All right, times 0.075. There it is. You would make $1 million if you provided the liquidity in 24 hours. If you provided all the limit orders and buy for the buyers and sellers, okay, which probably you can't. So you would get a percentage of this. So the market makers are making at least $1.8 million, okay, providing the market. Split that with all the market makers though, okay, because you can't. I don't think you can. I don't think you're giving. So that's what BitMEX is doing. How does BitMEX make money? Leverage, duh. Thought you knew that. Yeah, man, you gotta pay them for that leverage. That's right. It's a cold game they got going on over there, man. And it's kind of confusing how they make money because they also make the shorts pay the longs. So if you go long, the shorts are paying you, something like that. Or it could be that the longs are paying the shorts, but I'm pretty sure it's the shorts paying the longs. So, but it just never sounds right when I think about it. I'm like, if you're short, you should be paying the longs. You shouldn't be. The longs should be paying you. But it's weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Finance world is big. Let's go to Charlie Lee real fast. Do some Litecoin research. Charlie, since this is mainly about Litecoin, not my bot. Charlie, oh, I'm missing an R. Charlie Lee, he changed his thing with it. He's always changing his little meme, huh? Bitcoin and Litecoin, bros. What the hell is this? See, only in China, okay? I believe he's Chinese. It's not Japanese. Used to be the engineer at Coinbase. For those who don't know, they call him Satoshi Light. Some people think he's actually Satoshi because he made his own coin really quickly. Like basically, Litecoin is a fork of Bitcoin, okay, and it has some updated features to it. It is not as secure as Bitcoin because it is faster than Bitcoin. A lot of people think fast means security. Fast means less security. Okay, if you got a fast coin with fast transactions, it's probably not secure. Okay, like Ripple. Reason why Ripple's not secure because it's like a database. It means you can go in there and change up transactions if you feel like it. That's why they made Stellar because they was like, that's not cool. Don't do that. So they made Stellar. It still doesn't stop people from trading Ripple. So I can't tell you how wrong I was about trading Ripple. Trading it now. But as far as the technology goes, see, I'm a techie. So I'm looking at technology. Shut up and take my Litecoin. Let's see what's happening in Litecoin. They got Litecoin point 15 going on. You might want to update your Litecoin. Remember, send your Litecoin to your wallet unless you want to hold it on Coinbase or whatever exchange you purchase it from. Make sure you get you one. Here's the plan. Get one Litecoin, okay? And save it. Hold on to it for dear life. Hodl. Hodl the Litecoin. Hodl. Hodl. That's what you're doing. Go get one for $150 right now. Hurry up before the price goes back up to $300, $400. Okay, grab you one and hodl the Litecoin. It probably is going to go one day. It's going to be worth a lot of money. Put it that way. All right. Even if it goes back down to 50, don't sell it. Okay. Probably not going to do that. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff. BitMEX research, Charlie Lee retweeted. We look over the history of Ripple, and this is February 5th. Examine various disputes between the founders. We then explore the technology behind Ripple and conclude that by default, Ripple's server has full control over the ledger. I know, BitMEX. Man, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm retweeting this. This is on my tweet. This is on my channel now. Ripple is a database, man. I don't know what people. That's just as good as any bank account you got. It's not decentralized, okay? I can go in there and change it, whatever. I can make it look like you ain't got no coins, man. You'll wake up one day, your wallet look different. You be like, what happened? Come on, Bank of America. Customers are using credit cards on Coinbase. The following card issuers are now blocking purchases of digital currency with credit cards: Chase, Bank of America, Citi, Capital One. We are encouraging affected customers to switch to debit cards or bank account payment methods. Okay. One way. Okay, who is this? Coinbase is saying this. Okay, this is Coinbase retweet. Okay, I'll retweet this too. All right, get that out there. You guys can go to @CryptoTrader _ okay, @CryptoTrader _ to get a lot of good information. All right, now I'm just trying to see if I can find anything related to the besides that video, that long video I watched. Oh, my placing the trade. That's the clicks. It's going long. It's made money, so it went short here, long there. Okay, I'm getting that on camera. Yeah. All right, let me pull my tool out. Okay, and then all right, come on, tool. What's up with you, tool? There it is. Now let's do this. That was a quick profit of 1.70%. All right. Let's see, where did it get in at? Entry price was 83. 83.93. Copy. Paste. 83.93. Where's that? Boom. Right there, man. That was awesome. No, virtually no slippage. See, when I put it on the minute chart, it doesn't really slip that much because what I know people are probably wondering, like, does he use emails and is he rerouting the emails to an API to trigger the buy and sell on BitMEX? No. Is he using Gunbot and the ProfiyTrailer? I mean Gunbot and the Trading View plug-in to? No, that thing uses email. That thing is no good. Email is no good. First off, I'm gonna tell you. Been down there, done that. Don't use ProfiyTrailer. I don't use Gunbot. I've used both. I've haven't. I've heard horror stories about the Trading View plugin for Gunbot, and it's just lags. It has a lot of slippage. It doesn't do exactly what you think it's going to do when it's supposed to. Same thing with ProfiyTrailer. You can become a bag holder really quickly. I think it's best that you could just buy your coins and hold them. Why would you trade them unless you got, unless you got like $100,000? You know, you're probably still better off just buying $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, and when it goes up and selling it, than just letting a bot try to time the market and get gains out off of a moving average and you know that, and using Bolinger Bands, it'll slip. A Bolinger Band, I don't know if you guys ever watched how Bolinger Bands look. You would never let a bot trade on Bolinger Bands. You would just not do that. I mean, not on the Bolinger Band strategy. You want to see what that looks like on Litecoin? Let's go to Litecoin BTC. All right, let's go about Litecoin LTC USD. Let's go to Coinbase. Bitstamp. No, let's go to Bitstamp. I like Bitstamp's volume. All right, go pull it up over here. All right. Moving averages, are they in the way? This is a daily Litecoin chart. Pulling out. I got the logarithmic channel on. I mean logarithmic calculation on the chart. There's the 100-day moving average. Looks kind of like it's not completely drawn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whip out a new template. We're going to call it the Average Lab. Bolinger Bands, yellow bar. Here, I got one already for you. But, bam. Now here's your Bolinger Band. All right. Now, the yellow line is actually a moving average. All right, because the Bolinger Bands, let it be known, it's based off of moving average, and then they do some sort of standard deviation and volatility thrown in there. So what happens is if it touches the top of the band, it'll buy. So if you notice on a daily chart, right, it touched the band right here, boom, so it buys. No, I mean it sells. So it touches the top of the band and it sells. I'm sorry, right? So how is that supposed to make you money? Don't you see that you're holding the bag? Now you just sold right. It just touched it right here. It touched it right here. It never touched the bottom. The only time it touches the bottom is right here. So after you sell right here, say like after you sell right here, we're not even gonna say you sold right. You sold right here. We're not gonna say that. Okay, we're not gonna say that. But you sell right here, and my Bolinger Bands is equipped with something called, I'm not gonna tell you, but you're seeing this red line because when it touches that, mine will sell. Okay, but when you're looking at a Bolinger Band strategy on like ProfiyTrailer or Gunbot, you're setting yourself up to be a bag holder. Now look, here's why. Now look, you buy here. I mean, you sell here. So top of the band, sell. All right, that's the way it works. Because you figure you're gonna buy it back when it touches the bottom of the band, right? Which is right here. So, bam. So this is a loss of 55% of your dough on a daily chart, okay? How many days was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Even me, I would have lost. My red line is not telling me anything. So only thing I could have really made one day was this over here. One day I would have made, it would have bought up here and then sold down here, touching this line right, which is about 8%. Okay. I would have made 8% right there. It would have sold right here and then bought it back down here, or vice versa, or it would have bought down there and sold up here, okay, which is about, that would have been a good nice profit. But that's my strategy. So this down here is what you could have got, but it doesn't, the price never goes down this far to this bottom band, if you notice that, okay? It never really, right here it did. So you could have made some money this day. It would have touched that, it would have bought that. But look how it trailed. It would have kept touching the top of that, and you would not have maximized anything. So trust me when I tell you guys, the Bolinger Band is just not something you want a bot, okay, you can do it. You can use the Bolinger Band. As soon as it starts pulling away, that's when you want to, sell. As soon as the channel gets tight, it's going to explode somewhere, because it gets tight. It gets like a tight waistband, right? You just tie that belt around it real quick. It's getting ready to explode. When it explodes, you're going to tell, because it's going to go higher than the last high. The last high on the Bolinger Band is right here. Okay, oops, wrong thing. Delete. All right, the last high is right here. Okay, so as soon as price goes above it, all right, that's when you buy the last high, which is where the tightening is on this band. All right, same thing for the bottom. All right, same thing goes for the bottom. If it passes that, it's exploding up. If for the bottom it's exploding down. All right, so I'll have to put one down here too. So if it explodes to the bottom, okay, you want to it'll explode past this low. This is the tightening section right here that I'm talking about, when the band gets really tight right here. All right, it should be more like, I could have just drew this myself like this instead of drawing the support and resistance lines, but pretty much right here is this part that gets tight. Here's the if it breaks out of this part, or if it breaks below this part, you sell, and then you buy back later. Let's see, what should I do? Pull it in. All right, and this is Litecoin we're looking at on the daily chart. All right, so if you buy right now, it definitely is going to go back up to 375. Okay, I don't think it's going to get any lower than this. Just if it does get lower than 103, just hodl. You bought it at 145. That's your risk. All right, it'll go down to zero. Buy more than one if you want to, but like I said, get you at least one and hodl it for the next year. See where it's at next year, okay? Like a savings plan, plan on saving this money for when you need it, okay? Something comes up, spend it. Okay, something comes up, you got that saved. That's like your savings. Don't save money in a bank account. Save money in crypto, man. Especially with a coin like Bitcoin or a coin like Litecoin, especially when they fall down on a dip like they've done. Okay, this is one of the last chances you're probably gonna have to get it this low. All right, mark my video. Mark my word in my video. Okay, now I don't want to go through I can't pause right now because I'm live, and I want to find that video. I might have to do another, but there's a Litecoin video with Charlie Lee in it. Let me see what I can do. I really would like you guys to see that thing. See what I can do. LitePay and LitePal explain. Yeah, that's getting launched. Look up LitePay and the other thing. All right, here's the video right here.
Honest to protect people, and I think it maybe cost it's less efficient. You can't do quick orders. It's harder to do order books. So there's always going to be a need for centralized exchanges because it gives you efficiency. People are going to trade off that for a little bit of risk and a little bit of efficient. I think there's space for decentralized exchanges, but I don't see centralized exchanges going anywhere.
He says he doesn't see centralized exchanges going anywhere because the decentralized exchanges are slow. We all know that. It's like slow. A database is faster, but it's not. It's less secure. But you know, a decentralized Bitcoin it's kind of slow. It's got that security. So what we're going to do is...
There are a lot of engineers who want to work with it and do work with it, but these projects are all pretty small. Even those that raise hundreds of millions of dollars, the teams are like 10, maybe 20 people, and that's a large.
Runs off of the Federated Payment System, which was created by Professor David Gazier. He was here at Stanford University. He is our chief scientist from before until now.
And most people want to work on Bitcoin, or they want to work on something that can make them a lot of money. Right? Litecoin is not going to make them a lot of money unless they believe that the price will go up. Unlike a lot of ICOs or their tokens where they can just print one token and make themselves a lot of money. So we do have a good core set of developers, but always looking to grow. Right there.
If miners can set their own minimum fee, what's to stop a mining pool with an almost majority hash rate of setting something extremely high? Because as we've seen, users are willing to pay hundreds of satoshis per byte, even when the pool is accepting 30 satoshis per byte.
Well, the question is, if miners are setting the fees, what prevents them from getting together and setting a really high fee? I think it's supply and demand, right? If users are actually willing to pay the fees will be high. And today, people are saying Bitcoin has such high fees, but people are willing to pay it because it's better, it's cheaper than wire transfers, and it's better because it's uncensorable and faster. So people are willing to pay it. And in the end, if miners today set the fees to $100 a transaction, no one will pay it, right? People will pay less, and then miners either ignore those transactions or they actually take it and take the fees. So, but I think it will take some time. I think we should do store value and payments right first before. And once you have a central party to do that, why do you need a blockchain? Right, the central party can have its own database. It doesn't need to use the blockchain in an inefficient way to do it.
Blockchain-like systems will be used to provide legal ownership of the transfer.
Yeah, so you're talking about...
Okay, I think this is the beginning of it all, so let's just look at it from here.
Like blockchain representing real-world assets.
Exactly.
All right.
So that you can do cross-chain, like autonomous swaps between the intrinsic and extrinsic assets.
Yeah, so I think with assets external to the blockchain, you'll need a central party to decide that this bit represents that asset, right? The blockchain itself can't enforce that this transaction is selling a house.
What's up,
or is moving,
Bill 56? What up?
A car, right? So you need a central party to do that. And once you have a central party to do that, why do you need a blockchain? Right? The central party can have its own database. It doesn't need to use the blockchain in an inefficient way to do it. But I think there will be cases where it will be useful to have decentralized assets. Like can have assets representing stocks, right? Companies can ICO on the blockchain. Stuff like that. But I think it will take some time. I think we should do store value and payments right first before we focus on the other stuff.
Maybe 3 more questions.
Okay. Do you have any on there? Or right there in the middle.
Can you talk about the team that developed the Litecoin?
Yeah, so we're pretty decentralized all over the world, mostly volunteers. And we recently, or last year, we started the Litecoin Foundation, getting donations and raising funds and selling merchandises to have enough money to hire developers. We've hired 1 full-time so far, and we're going to hire a few more. So I think It's actually hard to find developers for Litecoin, and most people want to work on Bitcoin or they want to work on something that can make them a lot of money. Right? Litecoin is not going to make them a lot of money unless they believe that the price will go up. Unlike a lot of ICOs or other tokens where they can just print a lot of tokens and make themselves a lot of money. So we do have a good core set of developers, but always looking to grow. Okay.
If miners can set their own minimum fee, what's to stop a mining pool with an almost majority hash rate of setting?
But then, so it's more efficient, right?
Actually have some people that I know. Somehow they actually hold, cryptocurrency, and then for whatever reason, they forgot their password to log in, and so it's like tens and tens of $millions that they don't know how to get hold of. So I don't know if that's necessarily an example of perhaps centralization.
Oh my God, I had to remind you, man. I thought it was going to be like
first of all,
around that part.
I'm sure you know the situation. What's your recommendation for recovery, if any? Something like yours.
What's your recommendation for recovery if you lost your password?
A lot of people lose their
your wallet.
and lose access to their money, and it's kind of tough, right? So if you actually do a reverse transaction and kind of like give them their money back, then it becomes a centralized platform, and someone can decide who gets money, who doesn't, and it's no better than what we have right now with the fiat currency. So unfortunately, if we're going to live in a world where you control your own money, you also control your own fate. And if you screw up, then it's too bad.
Okay, I'll ask one more from here.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on crypto founders, CEOs, and their influence over the market via social media?
What are my thoughts about crypto founder, CEO, and their influence on the market? So, I mean, that's why I sold my Litecoin, right? So, I think, unfortunately, other than Bitcoin, most other coins are more centralized. So Bitcoin, there's no, I mean, the founder Satoshi is not here anymore, and it's very decentralized in terms of the currency and the coin. And with Litecoin, like I'm around, so there's good and bad with centralization, right? So the fact that I'm around, I can kind of push forward my vision and try to shape Litecoin the way I see, the way I think it would be best. But then, so it's more efficient, right? With Bitcoin, no one decides. So we fight over on social media, and a lot of times we don't get anywhere because we can't come to consensus, and nothing changes. And people say that's a good thing. But then also, if you really need to change for the better, it's hard for that to happen organically. In terms of like me being, well, I'm not the CEO of Litecoin, but me being the founder, I do have more influence than other people, obviously. And a lot of people in my position would potentially like do stuff to enrich themselves, right? You can like, if you imagine, I can easily even like lie about stuff, right? I can say, oh, there's a deal with so-and-so company coming. And then the price goes up, I sell my coins, and then nothing happens, and the price comes back down, and I buy them back. Like, you can easily do that. So, and that's one of the reasons why I sold all my coins is, even though I try to not trade when I have news, it's just the fact that people always think that I could trade with news. It makes it hard for me to kind of post on Twitter without thinking about what people are thinking. So I just decided to pull the trigger, sell all my Litecoins. I'm still fully invested in Litecoin. I mean, I want Litecoin to succeed more than anyone in this world. And even more so now, because I don't want people to think that I dump Litecoin on them and toss the price up. So I want the price to go back up, and I'm doing whatever I can about it. I don't know if that answers the question. Yeah.
How much profit have you personally generated with Litecoin?
What's that?
How much profit have you personally generated with Litecoin?
I would just say how much profit I've personally generated from Litecoin. So I would say I made enough to be happy, and that's all that matters. I bought and mined Litecoin just like everyone else. So the only thing I have an advantage is that I was there at the beginning. Other than, I mean, I didn't pre-mine any, so I didn't have an unfair advantage, and I believed in Litecoin, so I bought Litecoin.
What was your original vision to start Litecoin, and if the problems of Bitcoins are fixed, what is the use case for Litecoin in the future, given Lightning Network?
Yeah, so the question is, what is my original vision and to start Litecoin, and if the problems for Bitcoin are fixed, where does that leave Litecoin? To be honest, I started Litecoin as just a fun project. Right? I didn't expect it to get anywhere. When I created Litecoin, there were about a dozen other altcoins out there. Most don't exist anymore. And a lot of them had issues, and they were also created by greedy founders that pre-mined a lot. So I decided to do something that's fair. I made it as fair as possible, didn't pre-mine any, and I marketed it as silver to Bitcoin's gold because I always wanted a currency to complement Bitcoin. Even back then, I realized that Bitcoin will not be the one and only coin out there. Right? There's going to be room for multiple coins for store value and payments. And as we can see now, there definitely is. Right? If Bitcoin is focused on store value and decentralization security, then the fees will go up. Right? Because you can't compromise. Right? If you compromise on decentralization, you get more centralization, the fees could go down. But Bitcoin, being the gold, being digital gold, is not willing to compromise. And Litecoin, I think, is targeted towards a different compromise. Where with Litecoin, there's a bit more centralization, security is lower, but then we also have lower fees and higher throughput, and we can do payments cheaper than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is targeted towards store value today. Litecoin more towards payments. So the second part of the question is, what happens if Bitcoin solves everything? Right, do you guys actually believe Bitcoin will solve everything? I think Lightning Network would definitely help Bitcoin a lot, and I'm excited about that. I think with Lightning Network, in the end, I think there's still space for Litecoin. Like, I can't imagine, because Lightning Network, the transaction fees for Lightning payments will still be relative to the actual on-chain payments, because you're amortizing all the Lightning payments into a opening and closing channel payment. So it's going to be a fraction of it. Litecoin will still be lower, right, in terms of Lightning payments. So maybe Litecoin will be good for microtransactions, whereas Bitcoin won't be able to do microtransactions. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know the future.
Follow-up question: why do you say Litecoin has more centralization?
Well, because I'm around. Right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more people running Bitcoin nodes than Litecoin nodes. I mean, I don't know if it's a lot, but there's definitely more people running Bitcoin nodes. The founder's not around, so the fact that I'm around definitely brings more centralization. And like I said previously, it's a trade-off. So we get more efficiency, we can move faster. Like last year, I was able to get the community to come together and support SegWit and get the miners to finally agree and push that through. So Litecoin got SegWit in March, which I think helped Bitcoin getting SegWit. But Bitcoin, it's a lot harder to change. Yeah.
What do you think about information security, especially for payments, Bitcoin, blockchain startup? And what is the state of it, and what needs to be done for the future?
Sorry, what's the question? What is the
What do you
Bitcoin
think the state of information security right now, especially using Litecoin for a payments blockchain startup? And what do you think, what are some issues there, and how do you...
The system. I think it's hard for miners to affect the median value to mine, and so if they're leaving fees, minimum fees, because it is just to make sure that their transactions get in.
Okay, I didn't realize you went into this right at the very beginning. I did not realize that.
There's actually, I think we have like 100 or so you guys have to fight for it.
Wow.
So I'll start. So I just had something, a small thing to kind of talk about. I'm proposing a new kind of fee signaling structure for Litecoin, and hopefully Bitcoin will also look into that. So currently, as you guys know, we have really high fees. And the problem that we have is that it's hard for users to figure out how much they should pay for a transaction to get included in, like, let's say the next hour or 6 hours or however long you want.
Okay, here it is.
So there's a lot of like guessing going on. Just a lot of people are just paying a lot more than they need to. Like, if $10 is enough, people are paying $30 just to make sure that their transactions get in. And this is causing fees to just go up. The problem I see is that with Bitcoin and Litecoin, it's a fee marketplace, but only one side, the buyer side, is actually signaling what they're willing to pay. And the mining side, the seller side, is not really, it's basically just looking at what people are willing to pay and just take the highest fees out there. So what I'm proposing is something that will let the mining side also signal what fees they're willing to accept. So creating kind of a supply and demand so that we can get closer to the actual fees needed for this to work. Please switch to the next slide. It's actually pretty fitting that I'm talking about supply and demand and fees when this event is free and the demand outstrips supply by a lot, so everybody's here. So next time we should charge people.
Litecoin.
Yeah, I need more Litecoin. Is there a clicker? Okay, I'll keep talking. So the other issue we have currently is that it's hard for SPV clients. So SPV clients are not full nodes. So they just get the block headers and they don't actually get all the transactions. So most wallets people use are of the SPV variety. It's hard for those clients to actually figure out what the fees are because they don't see the transactions that go into the blocks. So they have to calculate fees. They use third-party sites. And it's just not easy for SPV clients to figure out fees. The third part is that right now the developers are setting the minimum fees. Kind of whenever the price goes high, we lower the fees. And this is just kind of just like a stab in the dark. So I'm trying to fix all three things with one proposal, and I'll see how successful that is. Next slide. So the image is not shown, but like I said, the fee marketplace is a supply and demand marketplace, but only the buyer side is signaling. You have a lot of sites out there showing like all the transactions in the mempool currently, how much they're paying, and then you just have to guess at how much you should pay to actually get into the next block or the next X number of blocks. Next slide. Oh, so yeah, I'm not sure if you guys seen this site, which is pretty cool. That shows all the transactions currently in mempool, how much they're paying. For Bitcoin, it's kind of a mess right now. It's just kind of a stab in the dark. We're trying to figure out how much you need to pay. So, like I said, SPV clients, you don't have the transaction history. So you're using third parties like this one, earn.com, which is a very good site that tells you, has a developer API, you hit it and you try to figure out like how much fee you want to pay if you want it to go into the next block, how much if you want to go into the next half an hour and an hour. So you have to use these third-party sites. So what I'm proposing tries to solve this by, I'll talk a bit about it later. Next slide. And lastly, if you've seen my tweet, we're reducing Litecoin fees, minimum fees, because in 2017, the fees went up almost 100 times. It used to be 0.1 cent per transaction, and it's gone as high as like 10, 20 cents per transaction. And it's high for Litecoin. So because fees are set in cryptocurrency and not fiat, we have to reduce the fees per, because for in code, you don't really know how much each Litecoin is worth. So we can't set the fee in fiat, we have to set the fee in crypto. And it's up to the developers to decrease the fees. And the fees are mainly there for stopping spam. So this is something that I also want to solve. I don't want to have to set minimum fees. Right? I want the network to figure out by itself. I want a marketing form so that we can know how much the fees should be, how small the relay fees should be, so that we don't get spam. Next slide. So it's a bit technical. The proposal is that we use we let miners signal their minimum fees and set it in the header of the blockchain of the blocks. So with version bits proposal, we have 32 bits that we can, or almost 32 bits that we can play with. So my proposal is to use 5 of those bits, which is not a lot, to specify the fees. So 2 raised to the fee bits is the min fee rate in Litecoin, and it can be done with a soft fork. So miners just have to signal that they want this proposal to go through, and it will just happen. And the soft fork would enforce that transactions in that block pay more than the fee that they signal. Right? This miner saying the min fee is 0.001 LTC. They can't accept a transaction that pays less than that in their block. And the soft fork would enforce that. And also that the fee that they signal is as high as possible. Right? So if they're accepting, you don't want to let them. Well, this is something still up for debate, but I'm thinking you don't want to let them set fees that are lower than what they're accepting. Next slide. So as an example, fee bits, this is base 2, right? So there's 5 bits, 10001 is 17 in base 10. So 2 to the 17 is 131,000 something. So that means the min fee is that. And all transactions have to have at least that min fee. And there must be at least one transaction that pays less than twice of that, which is the next level up. Next slide, yeah. So I'm trying to kill 3 birds with one stone. Miner fee signaling. So miners have incentives to set a higher min fee, right? But if they set a higher min fee, they can't accept transactions below that. So they're leaving those transactions in the mempool for the next miners to mine. And so if they're setting the min fees too high, they're leaving a lot of money on the table. So there's a check and balance that I think will work, where there's incentives for miners to increase the min fee because they want fees to go up. Because in the end, when block rewards go to 0, fees will have to pay for everything. Right? But they can't set it too high, otherwise they won't make enough money, and the other miners will make more money than they do. And because the fee is set in the block header, SPV clients can look at like past 100 block headers, for example, and take the median. So that means like 50% of miners were mining, were including transactions with that fee into the block. So just some heuristics, you can say if you take the median of the last 100 blocks, then chances are your transaction paying that median will go into the next two or so blocks. So you can always look like further back if you want more accuracy, but in the end it's still an estimation. And lastly, once we have this data available, we can potentially remove the developer setting the min fee. We can let the market decide to set what the minimum fee is and what the minimum relay fee is. Next. So potential problems. There's a thing called child pays for parent in Bitcoin, which is if you don't pay enough fees, but if you create another transaction that that consumes the previous transaction and pays more fee, then the miner will say, oh, because by including this parent transaction, I can also include these child transactions which pay more fees, so it can kind of average out the fees. Right? So if I create a transaction that pays nothing, it won't get mined. But if another transaction that uses the previous transaction that pays nothing and pays like 1 Bitcoin, which is a lot of money, it will get mined, right? They will mine the parent because the child is paying so much. So this could screw things up, but we can probably fix this proposal to make it so that the min fee accounts for the child fees. It's a little bit complicated, but it could be done. This also doesn't account for out-of-band payments. Out-of-band payments are let's say you have an agreement with the miners, with a mining pool, they will mine your transaction, but you pay them on the side. So it's out of band. So yeah, I agree this can skew the numbers up, but I don't think it will actually break the system. And lastly, there's potential for miners to game the system. So people are saying that mining cartels can form where they would all increase the min fee and try to screw the system, kind of game the system. But I think it's hard for miners to affect the median value. Unless you have 50% of the hash power, it's really hard for you. You can like affect it a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to really screw it up. And if you really have like 80% of the hash rate, it's not worse than today, because miners today can say, I'm not going to mine any transactions below this. They're not signaling, but they're telling the market anyways. So I don't think there's really a lot of problems with miners gaming the system. But this is, we can always like deploy this and see, right? So like in the end, it's signaling helps, but if the numbers don't really, aren't really useful, we don't have to actually use it. Next. So there's still more work to be done. This is a pretty simple proposal in the end. I'm going to write it up in more detail, and you guys can read up more about it later. Any questions? Yeah. So should we have? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Someone has a question?
I've got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why would miners want to do this? It seems like it's not in their favor to have this in the first place. The fees are already high and they're bring it down.
Charlie, can you repeat?
Yeah, so the question is, why would miners want to do this? So, I mean, miners, in the end, they want the fees to go up. So they want to signal like what their minimum fee is, right? So they can help the fees go up. Right now, for Bitcoin, we're in a state where we're not in a good state right now. Right? It's not a state where we want to be in the future. In the future, we want enough block space so that there is fighting for transactions to get included. Right now, it's like miners just take the most paying one, and the fees are really high. So I think with SegWit and Lightning, we'll get to a better state where where there's actually supply and demand for transactions and fees. Yeah.
So speaking of supply and demand, since right now the majority of people who are using cryptocurrency are Chinese, or are in China, also the majority of ASIC mining is currently being done in China. Do you think that the Lunar New Year is the main reason why everybody wants fiat right now? Given that basically
crypto chick.
Another
Look at those crypto chicks.
So do you expect that Litecoin is going to bounce back sometime soon after February?
So the question is, so you're saying, I don't agree that the majority of users are in China. Majority of hash rate is in China. I think that's going to change. It's slowly shifting out of China right now because China is clamping down on even mining. So I think we'll be in a better state in terms of decentralization in the future. As for price, I don't know what the price is going to do. I don't think Chinese New Year has anything to do with the price drop. But who knows?
He said China's New Year has nothing to do with it.
So what is the biggest concern in the future of crypto? Scaling, governance, anything else?
For me, the major concerns
Can you
are...
repeat the question?
Yeah, what are the major concerns in crypto? Is it scaling, is it governance, or what else? I think scaling is always a concern. I mean, you guys all are familiar with the recent scaling debates and all that. It's hard to scale the right way, right? You can't just like increase the block size and keep doing that. There are trade-offs, right? There's trade-offs in this world. So we have to find the right trade-off. Is 1 megabyte for Bitcoin the right size? Probably not. Do we desperately need to increase it to 2 megabytes? Well, we've got our answer right. The network wasn't, people didn't agree to increase it to 2 megabytes, so we have it. But in the future, we may. So I think it's always, it's always going to be a concern how we're going to scale right. I'm very excited about Lightning. I think that's going to really help Bitcoin and Litecoin scale. And I'm glad that SegWit activated last year and we're getting Lightning this year.
Okay, what do you have to say about Ethereum?
I think it's a cool coin. What do you have to say about Ethereum? I think it's good to experiment with Ethereum. I think it's different from Bitcoin and Litecoin. Right? Bitcoin and Litecoin is trying to do like store value and payments, and not trying to overcomplicate things. Ethereum is trying to do everything. So and as you can see, it's hard to do everything and do everything well. Maybe impossible. Like it's cool that you can have smart contracts that you can just write anything you want. But then the attack surface is huge, so things get attacked and things get hacked, and it will continue to be that way. So can we actually prevent that from happening? Probably not. So how useful is it in the future? I don't know. The other thing is that Ethereum basically is decentralized computing, right? So I always ask myself, like, what do you really need to be decentralized? For Bitcoin and Litecoin, payments and money, I think it's a great use case for decentralization because you don't want a third party to censor your transactions or control your money. But everything else, like, I can't really think of something that really needs decentralization. Like, CryptoKitties are killing the Ethereum network, right? But does that really need to be decentralized? Do you really, like, what value do you get from CryptoKitties being decentralized versus CryptoKitties running on a Google network? And you have to trust Google is not going to steal your CryptoKitty. Right? Are you not going to trust Google stealing your CryptoKitty? Do you really need to be decentralized and have full control of your kitties so that no one can steal them, or censor you giving a CryptoKitty to someone else? Right? My answer is no. You don't need that. So, but maybe in the future there will be stuff that we need decentralization for. Right now, money is what I think is most important.
Can I make a comment on that? Actually, you know, it's I actually have some people that I know. Somehow they actually hold, you know, cryptocurrency, and then for whatever reason, they forgot their password to log in, and so it's like tens and tens of $millions that they don't know how to get hold of. So I don't know if that's necessarily an example of perhaps.
Then the fees will go up, right? Because you can't compromise, right? If you compromise on, I hear that it's promising a lot. The problem with these newer currencies is that
decrease
for Bitcoin or Litecoin.
For Litecoin.
Relay fees, and then the release after that will actually decrease the actual fees. So maybe a month or two, but I think people aren't really clamoring for reduced Litecoin fees. I mean, the fees are pretty low already. So no rush.
Question in the back.
Hi.
Yeah.
Can I ask your view on decentralized exchanges?
Hi. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on Cardano ADA and the protocol? And would you create another coin?
My thoughts on Cardano, to be honest, I haven't looked into it too much. I hear that it's promising a lot. The problem with these newer currencies is that they basically promise a world. Like, it can do smart contracts, low fees, or even no fees. It can basically do everything without a compromise, right? And I always ask myself, is that even possible? Why? I mean, how can something be perfect and no compromise? And likely it's not going to happen that way. And with Cardano and a lot of these coins, they don't even have, like, actually I wouldn't say for sure because I don't know, but I don't think Cardano has a live network running with what they're, yeah, so the valuation is extremely high for something that is not even, doesn't even have like a prototype out. Or maybe it does have a prototype, but I mean, what is it, like $18 billion market cap? Litecoin last year, this time, was $200 million. it's really high. Like 10 billion is pretty high. $18 billion for not having something that's working. I don't invest in Cardano. I don't invest in these currencies that claim to be all that.
Haha, Cardano.
No, I won't. I probably won't.
Something that's not working, but people buying it. That's
what do you think about IOTA and the machine-to-machine economy idea?
Machine to machine. So IOTA has the same thing I think about with Cardano, right? It's promising what, 0 fees, scaling to infinite transactions per second. I just don't believe it, right? And they're having network problems already. They're also centralized, and they claim that they can remove the centralization, but I'll believe it when I see it. In terms of like,
what do you believe about the tangle idea of not having a single block or having a DAG?
I think it's a cool experiment. I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know if it'll work and whether it can be decentralized. I mean, there's space for tangle, right? So not everything has to be perfectly decentralized like Bitcoin. I mean, I wouldn't say Bitcoin's perfect, but
I would never buy IOTA.
Could it be a good payments platform that's not like that decentralized? Sure. I mean, we don't know how successful it will be. I don't know how successful it will be.
They're actually working on Cardano, but can it be done? That's the key thing.
Is the vision is to have businesses, all these sort type wallets, send Litecoin to that, or they hold Bitcoin storage value, right?
So I'll talk about like atomic swaps with Lightning networks. So with Lightning network, if a node is on both Bitcoin and Litecoin, they can advertise a price that they're willing to trade Litecoin for Bitcoin or vice versa. And once they do, then you can send Litecoin to them, and they'll send Bitcoin to the recipient, or vice versa. You can send Bitcoin, they'll send Litecoin to the recipient. So it's a way for you to automatically, instantly convert from Bitcoin to Litecoin. So if you only have Litecoin, you can pay someone who's accepting Bitcoin, and vice versa. It will also help for decentralized exchanges where you don't have to rely on a central party to an exchange. You can go through the Lightning network. Yeah, well, we first need Lightning network to be fully functional before we have both networks and be able to do atomic swaps. But they've done like a test of atomic swap between Litecoin and Bitcoin, and it works. Yeah, right next to it.
Yeah, so right now, a lot of cryptocurrencies are used to define legal or sort of intrinsic ownership of an internal asset. Do you think the time is coming when blockchain-like systems will be used to define legal ownership of an extrinsic asset?
Yeah, so you're talking about when we'll see like like blockchain representing real-world assets, all right?
So that you can do cross-chain like autonomous swaps between the intrinsic and extrinsic assets.
Yeah, so I think with assets external to the blockchain, you'll need a central party to decide that this bit represents that asset, right? The blockchain itself can't enforce that this transaction is selling a house or is selling a car, right? So you need a central party to do that. And once you have a central party to do that, why do you need a blockchain, right? The central party can have its own database. It doesn't need to use the blockchain in an inefficient way to do it. But I think there will be cases where it will be useful to have decentralized assets. Like can have assets representing stocks, right? Companies can ICO on the blockchain, stuff like that. But I think it will take some time. I think we should do store value payments right first before we focus on the other stuff.
Maybe 3 more questions.
Okay. Do you have any on there? Or right there in the middle.
Can you talk about the team that developed the Litecoin?
What's up? What's up? Okay, Rosalba GIL asked me how to use BitMEX. BitMEX, let's see. First thing, I do have some videos on BitMEX and how to use BitMEX, but I'll do another video separately just for you, okay? And everybody else like you, okay? As I like to zero it all the way down. Oh, you're in China. I don't know about your firewall. China. All right, check this out. If you're looking at this video, China's firewall must suck. I don't know if China can just go ahead and go to bitmex.com. Do you have an account? Have you already created an account? I am set up, but I don't understand the orders. Okay. Did you use my link? Tales from Satoshi Roundtable. Just curious. Finecoin has a final round right now. Not that it'll help. Anyways, here's my channel. What you would have to do is go into videos or playlist. What videos? What is playlist? I never been there. Let's see. Go to mining trades. My playlist, 200 videos. And then what's up? While you're in there, Lord, it just automatically plays this, huh? Here's the playlist over here. So what I was trying to do is point you in the right direction and just pull our video out where I talk about but the thing is, I got so many videos I can see what the problem is for trading with BitMEX. Now it's on here, but the thing is, there's a better way to do this. So what I would say is go into videos, underneath videos, hit the search bar and type in BitMEX like that, and then hit enter. See what happens. And here you go. All the BitMEX videos. Trading for more Bitcoin. Day trading. I made 2 times my Bitcoin in one day and then lost it all. Where's the bottom? Crypto. Is this sorted out by newest last? I don't know. What is this? 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 1 week ago. It looks like the newest is last. 1 month ago. It's not in order. It's not in order. That sucks. I like it to be in order by how I actually uploaded it. Let me see if I can get a video where I know I talk about how to short. There's a video called how to short, but it's not this. I'll find it for you. I know now I gotta stop using the same tags for almost every video. Yeah, that's for real. I know it's not this far away back behind here, so let's go up to the top. And then how to short Bitcoin futures right here. This is the one. Okay. There's also some other ones in here too, but this is probably a good one where I actually go into a lot of the information based on another question another viewer had about it. I'm gonna find the oops, I sucked. Copy. Go back. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll just post this down here in the description of this video. There's no sound. There's no sound in the vid. Wow, I don't know what to say. This is weird. Sometimes this thing messes up. I guess you can't hear me. What the hell? I hate that. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Properties. ISO. No problem. My pleasure for looking it up for you. Did you use my link for BitMEX, or did you already have a BitMEX account? I'm just wanting to know. It helps my channel out a lot if people use my links. I really appreciate it. No one likes using anyone's links though, but I just like to know. Let's see. I'm gonna paste this down here too in the description of this video too for that video. Paste. Let's paste. Okay. Jesus. How to short Bitcoin. Yeah, it's kind of, people don't want to show you how to use BitMEX for some reason. They rather charge you to teach you how to use the user interface on BitMEX. It's not that complicated when you realize what a contract is and what the quantity is. So yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Type yay if you can hear me, or yes, I hear you. Here's Litecoin's chart. Let's go into these Bolinger Bands. I just described to everybody what Bolinger Bands for a bot means bag holding. That's what it means. Okay, look, check it out. Let me see here. Where's another template? Let's go into. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Litecoin is at 146. It's a good time to buy Litecoin. Okay, that's fine. Take care. She says, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for looking up. Now I can see it. If I'm still here after that video ends, she'll come back. No problem. She's in China. Let's take a look at Bitcoin index. Yeah, we're above this median line right here. Let's, turn this thing back on. Turn this thing on. All right, there it is. So, what's the value of this? Here it is. Damn. So when I'm moving around, these values actually change. Isn't that stupid? Oh no, it does change based on where I'm at. Oh, that's kind of good. Never mind, that's not stupid. So look, if you see this value, can you guys see it? 7,996. That's where this line is being drawn right now. 7,909. Just say $8,000, okay? And that's what I used on this one. Is 8,005 on BitMEX, and on Bitstamp it is 79.70, quite lower. 79.70, but we're still way above that. Kind of looks like it's way above it, but it's probably not way above it. I like to, assume we're way above it because it looks like we're way above it, right? Am I right? I'm human. I assume things. What can I say? That volume is not that much above. What is going on with my volume line? That is not going to cut it. Fix it. Fix it. Yeah, flatten that line out. That's how I want the line to look. So I can tell when we're above, when there's volume that's above average for the last 200 days. That's how you know right there. When that line looks like that, I just gave you guys a little secret. I should have never told you guys that. Welcome to my channel. Use my link. Go down there, use some of my links if you're new, subscribe. Just because this little piece of information right there is worth, it's valuable. People sell that stuff, man. I'm telling you. I'm giving it away. Let's see. Because here's the volume line, right? Right. Let me go ahead and throw this out here. Damn, I can't remember where I was going here. All right, I want to darken this damn line up. That's why. And kind of like thin it out a little bit. There. Now, you can do this. What you're going to see is this averages for the last 200 days. So every time it goes above it, that's when we have a lot of volume, okay? And that's the levels that you want to watch. You want to watch when that volume goes above this line right here. Like recently, down in this area. Then you want to watch when it goes above this area right here. Like this line right here. Like you would have to draw a line actually right there. It wouldn't do you no good to draw a line though. Just know you got to kind of imagine this being a line actually drawn right here. And when the volume goes above this part, that's when you really know. Those are some key levels right there. So you basically just go grab you a tool. That's thick. And then you just mark it off. Mark it off. Where it gets higher and lower. Let's oh no. It won't let me do it. Alright. I'll figure it out. Here's one here. Here's one here. Okay. All right. So double click. Take the log off. And notice where all the volume is. Can you guys see that? What does that look like to you guys? It looks like we're bouncing, right? That's a little technique I'm just sharing with the last 3 people watching. You're not going to get that watching tone vase, all right? That's a little diamond in the rough I'm just throwing out there for you guys. That's why you should use my links, all right? And if I pull the log back in, you'll also see over here, boom. This one right here, was onto the upside. That is amazing right there. And some other ones I didn't mark off, like right here. Here's one right here. Here's one right here. This one right here didn't really, but this one right here is also qualifies. And just know that's how you find out. So right here, we're here again. That's why I marked it off, just so you guys know. If you don't understand what I'm saying, right now is the time. But it's not going to immediately just run up in one day. This is a day chart. This is going to take some days, okay? But this is the area we're in. So you can pretty much say it's a good bet. We're either going to go up or probably it's going to go down some more and then go back up. But I believe it's going up. So that's what I think the probability is that we're going to go up from here. Because crypto, it's a new asset class. It's a lot of things like that. So it's a high probability we're going up. Plus, look at the RSI. Who knows? Who knows about the RSI? I don't care about no damn RSI. The RSI lies. Last time I said the RSI never lies. We haven't hit the point where I marked off the RSI. I marked off my RSI the last time we had this major dip right here where volume doesn't tell. Volume doesn't tell you anything, okay? When we're headed back up. Just set right here. Set right here. But look at right here. We just basically went sideways from here to here. So we could be in a period where we're going sideways. But let's look at the RSI. All right. Look at this dip right here. Monster dip right here, right? And look what the RSI told you to do. Okay? Anybody seeing this? What did the RSI tell you to do? It told you buy. Okay? It tells you right here, buy. What do? You buy. What does the price do? It goes down on your dumb ass. Oh my God, why did I buy RSI? You lied to me. Okay. Especially on Bitcoin charts. I'm sorry, hold on. Got a lot of messages coming in. Alright. Some of my homeboys is laughing at what I just said. Let me see. C. Rosemond. What up? Quick question. I have 5 ETH. What might I want to buy? ITC? No, Litecoin, man. Litecoin. LTC. Buy Litecoin right now. Crazy? Litecoin, man. Buy you some Litecoin and hodl for a year. I'm gonna let you, when I'm done with this video, you guys can rewind it and see why I said that, because I don't let you rewind my videos while I'm making them. But look, you see that RSI, right? Litecoin. Buy Litecoin. This is a coin call out for Litecoin. Take your alts when your alts go into profit. I would tell you to scale out of anything that hasn't been listed on this thing right here, because I like to see projects that are actually getting worked on. And right now, Komodo and Cardano is being worked on. We don't know if they're going to actually be able to do the things they're claiming to do, though. Okay, so that's what you got to understand about blockchain. A lot of these coins, especially like Cardano, they got a lot of stuff going on. They want to solve these problems, but if you listen to what Charlie Lee said, he only will believe it when he sees it. And right now, they're not doing it. And IOTA definitely is not doing anything they're saying. And Ripple is a database, so just understand has nothing to do with cryptocurrency or anything. That's a damn database. So I mean, go ahead and buy Ripple if you want. Think it has a future. That's like, just go buy Visa, man. Go put your money in a real database that has payment systems like PayPal or Square. Square is a good company to go invest in right now. I'm definitely, if they're public and they're listed on the stock exchange, I'm gonna go buy a couple 1,000 shares of $1,000 worth of a Square right now. Actually, thanks. That's another place you might want to put your money in Square. The people that made Cash App that just went and now they allow people to buy Bitcoin. I think they let you buy Litecoin. I don't know if they let you buy any Litecoin, but they definitely let you buy Bitcoin. But yeah, put your money in Litecoin and hodl it. Yeah, Litecoin is where's Litecoin? Litecoin is at $144 right now. But like I said, when you see that the RSI went below 20 and then you buy it, you actually you got in too early. So don't, these people talking about they square by the RSI, they're always losing money, man. Look at it, and then it goes higher right here. Here's the divergence. That's when you buy on a divergence. If you can see that divergence, I don't know if you see it, but I'll make sure you can, just for the purpose of this broadcast, this live broadcast that I'm doing, and show you a little thing or two before I get out of here. I just want to show you the divergence that you look for on a daily chart. By the way, I try to do this on the hourly, and sometimes it doesn't work on the hourly, but a daily chart, that's a definite sign right here. So from here to here is a divergence because it's going higher whilst price is going lower. Let me get rid of this. How about I'll just make it transparent? Okay, just make it transparent. All right, high volume area right here. High volume area right here. You see that, right? Because of the moving average. You can see that with the moving average that I put, the 200-day moving average. Very high volume right here. So it dips down below right here. Okay, then the next time the RSI dips down way higher. So people will look at this RSI and say, oh, it's oversold, let's buy. You buy right here, you die right here. Okay? If you're a quick trader like me, if you're a day trader like me, even a swing trader, because these are days right here. So the next month maybe this thing just completely falls out of pocket on their ass. Okay? And that's what you're gonna expect right now. You should try to expect this to happen right now. You have to expect this. Even though we've been falling, this is the last time we had a real dip. This last area right here, we had a real super dip that kept dipping, and people were buying the dips and losing money. Okay? And it was the RSI that was helping them lose money. Okay? So the last time it dipped now was down here. All right, and it was a real complete divergence. This looked like a convergence, but this was more of a convergence because the time span between the 2 points. We're looking at 12/31st, 2-month period right here. 10, New Year. Okay, that's about 3 months. 10, yeah, to New Year, that's about 2 months right here. Boom. That's what you want to look at right now. We could do this for 2 months. But there's more people in the game right now, so I don't know how long it's going to take. I never try to guess how long ago, but I'm careful. So fast forward to today. All right. And look at the RSI. It's not even touching this line down here. Does that matter? I believe it does, me personally, but I don't really know. I know that doesn't help nobody out, but you think it matters, but you don't know if it matters. Let me go to the log real quick. Let me auto tune this real quick. I'm looking at this RSI. Now I'm looking at the 200 moving day average now back at this point right here, where the divergence was right here. So the 200 moving day average was way up here. So, we're above it, then we got below it, right? See that? Right now, we're below the moving day average. Okay, look how far down it went. I'm not saying this is going to happen. It came out of it, then it came back in it. It cleared the 200-day, the 120-day moving average. That's what this is. This is a 128-day moving average. Better than the 100-day moving average. Okay, so we clear it. We clear it right here once. It comes back underneath. We clear it this time. We make a higher high. Boom. That's the sign. Boom. So we kind of look for this again. We're looking for that again to happen. All right. Over here. Fast forward it. Now I'm going to take the logarithms out because I only use that to look at the stuff behind us. All right. Because it pales in comparison. You know, we were still in a $200 area over there. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Now we got to clear this 128-day moving average. All right. So expect us to bounce down or clear it, which is what everybody's expecting this thing to get cleared because it's a lot of money in the game right now and everybody's looking right now. So let's see what it does. We don't really know. Remember, past performance is not indicative of future performance. All right. I think that's how the saying goes. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Okay, it does not indicate what future holds. Okay, just because we're looking at it in the past. All right, but you can see that's where everybody's thinking. Okay, because people are human. They base things on what happened before. So that's what they're all thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what they're thinking. But I'm playing off of what they're thinking. I'm not even thinking like they thinking. I'm thinking about what they thinking. Okay, I'm anticipating what they're anticipating. I'm anticipating their anticipations. Okay, I'm a real trader. Yeah, you thought wrong. If you thought this was an idiot box over here, you're probably wrong. You shouldn't basically look books by their cover. I'm gonna tell you that too. Judge me by my content. All right. Now look. I just told you why you buy he said, oh, thanks, man. I just thought the flip was better on NAS or NEB, etc., or other altcoins. They call them shit coins for a reason. As far as feeling confident, long-term hodl, like Bitcoin. There was a lot of shit coins around. People put their money in, and Bitcoin surpassed them, right? Why do you think that was? That's because they actually have a real working product, all right? They got real developers that are really working on the next generation shit. They're not. Okay, that's just in the discussion. If you think they have the next generation shit and you think that the real first ones to bring this technology out don't, you're far mistaken. They're just copycats, man, and they're telling you anything they can tell you to sell you on, anything they can sell you to get that money out your enthusiastic ass. Okay, but I believe in certain technologies like NAS. I put my money in it too. So I'm not taking it out. Just like I'm not, if I go buy a Litecoin, I'm not going to take my Litecoin. These are after a year from now, we're going to see how it plays out. But I'll be remiss to not mention where you really should hold your money, which is Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I'll be crazy not to tell you that on this channel. It's like don't get sidetracked into shitcoin territory, okay? Now, I think I'm done. I think that about covers everything except for the Finecoin stuff going on, and you guys can go check that. I'll use my link below. Go get you some Finecoin before it's too late. They look like they're really on top of things. And here's my loan I did, and I did a $5,300 loan the other day, and there's my return on it. Let me reload this. $90. Come on, man. Give me a better. Every day I get $90, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's how I flipped $100, man. I put $100 in that shit. I think I probably put $50 in it, man. Damn. Got a couple of referrals. Made my coin count go from 200 coins to like 377 coins. So I had 200, then I got like 177 more, something like that. Then it went to $14. Then I did the loan. I was like, man, let me do the loan because I can get that dough every day. By the time, the exchange hits external exchange, I'm gonna have interest accrued, and then I'll probably cash it out and then go cash it out on the exchange. But whatever the price is, I don't care because I'm gonna have USD. That was my reason behind me going through the loan, and I'm just letting you guys know. The USD is gonna stay USD until the coins go to shit. The coin can go down to $5. It can go down to $2. I'm gonna still have USD. I'm gonna buy the coins with $2 at $2 when I got a bunch of USD and go sell them for $2 a coin. But I bought them at $2 a coin. So if I sell them at $2 a coin, I buy them at $2 a coin, I don't lose money, right? Let me put my Chrysos ID in so we can actually take a look at this better. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Before I get out of here, 7, 9, 6. Yeah, that's it. So if you can time pump and dumps, okay. You saw Charlie Lee sold his at the top. Charlie Lee sold his Litecoins at the top, like around 300 something. Litecoin actually went to 400. Nope, I didn't sell at 400. I wish I would have. I wasn't even prepared for that. I thought it was gonna keep going higher because I was in my infancy, you know. Even Bitcoin, people do that, you know. They lose sight of what's really going on. People are, you know, selling this stuff, not just buying it. Okay, so that's what we got to start doing on our channel. So understand, Litecoin is going to get pumped. I say long-term hold, but hey, if you want to sell, if you see it's at a good peak, okay, maybe I'll do a video. When I think people should sell, I'll start doing a video when I think people should sell. I don't like doing that because I should be charging for that when you should exit, because that's what professionals do. I'm probably going to do exits on a side website where you should get out at and make you pay a subscription if you want to know where to get out. It's important that you know, understand that, you know, I have to make a living. Why would I, you know, just give away everything for free and I'm not making a living out of what I'm doing? That is not really smart at all for anybody. Okay, so I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm actually trying to help, actually, to tell you the truth. But I'm also not trying to be giving away my valuables, you know, just solely. I mean, I'm looking for a return, just like you are. $90, okay, one day, $90 a day. So I've got cash. This is USD. So you got a USD wallet sitting over here, all right? And then they give you two buttons: reinvest or withdraw. If you try to withdraw, they're not going to tell you. But if you hit withdraw, it's going to turn this $90 into, guess what? Chrysos coins. Yeah. Get more Chrysos coins. Not yet. I don't want more Chrysos coins. I'm just gonna wait and keep getting this accruing interest every day, 90 a day, 90 a day. I don't know how much is that gonna actually turn out to be. Let's see. In 30 days. I'm bad at math. Bear with me. Oh, $2,000. Okay, that ain't nothing. But that's more than what I fucking put in. So I like that. So let's times this by let's say 2 months. No, let's say 3 months. Let's give them 3 months. Let's give them 3 months. That's too long though, but let's give them 3 months. That's 8,000. Reason why I say 3 months, I should say 4 months, because then I get my initial in 120 days. 120 days is 4 months, right? Right. So let's just say 4 months. So let's say 90. Let's go back. History. Okay. $2,700. All right. $2,700 a month in returns. Okay. If everything keeps paying me like it is today in one day. All right. So, best way to do this: times it by 4, 120 days. What if I just did 90? Let's just do 90. Let's just do 90, 11 times 120 days. Oh, Lord. 120 days, $10,000. So I get 10,000 plus this back. Okay, plus the 5,000, which is invalid input. Okay, okay, okay. 5,000. Oh, you piece of shit. Plus 5,300 equals. So I'm getting about 16. But Chrysos, they do all this for you too. They tell you down here. They say, oh, the profit you're making is 10,800, as you can see, which was our profit somewhere in here. And then you're gonna get your return back right here. And here's it ends on this day. It actually gives you the date, so you can go and put that in your calendar. What is that? June 7th. Okay, right there. Booyah. Put an event, add that. Goodness gracious, it went on to a whole nother screen. I hate that. Event, June 7th, event name. I'll name this Chrysos 120 day capital release. All right, save it and close. All right, done with that. Now you guys know the plan. Finecoin is over here though, man. It's about 6 minutes. You can get your last, this is the last ICO round, man. This is it. This is the last ICO round. Okay? Nothing else on this calendar. It's happening right now. Go get you some Chrysos. Some Finecoin for 95 cents before it's too late. This thing is real. Now, Finecoin, they got they. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the most well put together lending platforms I've seen since BitConnect. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's really the whole thing is really well put together. It's well ran, well put together, and you got to pay attention to Finecoin. You're going to have to. Eventually because they got Tether, okay? They got Ripple, okay? They got Ethereum. This Tether thing, they're paying out in Tether. They're doing all this Tether stuff, man, where it's crazy. It's like you're gonna get Tether. Oh man, no problem, Rosemond. I appreciate you guys too. Start a Patreon. Okay, I gotta check into Patreon. I heard a lot about Patreon. I'm gonna go check it out. Thanks, man. Thanks for that advice. I take advice too. That's why I like reading the live chat. Appreciate it. I'll go check out Patreon. 5 minutes to go. Are you ready? Finecoin's going down. I'm trying to remind you guys, man. I got a link below. Where's the body ICO stuff? Oh, the counter is over. Do not need to refresh the page. So I guess what you do is you just go buy it, however that is. I know I did it before, so it's not hard. Wallet exchange, buy, calendar. It's on and popping. You would just go buy this stuff, man. Dashboard. This is the dashboard. Wallet. Hosted staking. Wallet. That is working all of us. Cool now. The site is overloaded. When things stop working, that just let me know everybody's over here trying to purchase them some Finecoin. All right, I'm done. This is it. Shorts are getting liquidated on Bitcoin. It's turning green. I'm long. Yeah, I'm long. But I'm not I'm not actually, my bot is actually purchased at, what point did it buy? Right here. So I got short right here. This is actually a profit. Let me fix this. Gain. Oh my God, what did I just do? All right. Jesus. This is a gain. All right. This right here was the loss. That's what's tripping me out. All right, so we're gonna grab this, or grab this. Right here. Pull it up. Get a good look at what took place here. Right here it is. From here to here. That was another loss. Okay. So here's a big picture, kind of like these are minutes. So win, loss, win, loss, recently lost, recently won right here, recently lost right here. Well, I'm losing. I am losing right. The trade hasn't closed yet, so I can't really say this is a loss until it becomes one, until the trade closes. It's kind of like hodling. When Bitcoin price goes down, you can't say you lost any money until you sell it for less than you bought it for. So let that be a lesson learned. If you guys think the price is going down, it means you're losing, then you're not as savvy of an investor as Warren Buffett is. Okay? Because go watch some Warren Buffett videos and you're going to be like, oh, now I understand. You're going to understand how to invest. He buys companies when they're out of water. He buys them when they're going down, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. People, who's going to buy Bitcoin when it's going down? Not me or you. I am. I just lied to you. Do you think LTC is going to actually get a 1-to-4 ratio to BTC? Hell yeah. No, you can be more inquisitive. I like inquisitive. No, I like inquisitive. I'm just getting ready to I'm getting ready to shut it down though. It's almost 8 o'clock, so yeah, this is about 2 hours. It ran into 2 hours. That's pretty deep. But I want to put this as red, and this is a loss. But yeah, it's definitely going to maintain a 1-to-4 ratio to Bitcoin. That's very likely, highly likely. Now, how long is it going to take? I don't know. That's what we're waiting on. It's like waiting on Dave Chappelle to come out with a new comedy. Why would you wait? Why would you wait for Dave Chappelle for his next act? I mean, think about it. Same thing. Why would you wait for Bitcoin? Why would you wait for Litecoin? Or are you going to go wait for the coin that just came out and think they're going to surpass Bitcoin and Litecoin like they claim? It's hard to say that they're not. It's hard to say that they are. Okay, but I can bet you the highest probability is that people are going to go with Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum before they go and say, oh, I'm going to go mess with EOS, the Ethereum killer. When you already got everybody on Ethereum, it's kind of like a no-brainer, but everybody's got a brain and they're all FOMOing, okay? And that's what's really behind a lot of these coins going up. And you can make money on FOMO. And that's what I'm going to start talking about in my next video. How to make money on FOMO. All right, guys. Take care. And profit. What I say? Peace and profit.